It's my favorite time of the year in Sweden, and you want to see why? You can see people are already putting their boats in the water. I mean, spring is just around the corner. Hey everybody, it is an absolutely amazing time to be in Sweden right now. I'm filming this as of April 4th. I might post this video either next week or the week after because I have some other videos going on. It's actually Easter Sunday right now, the day that I am filming this. And it's just amazing because this is that time of year towards the beginning of April where we start to get rid of the Swedish winter and the spring starts to come in. And there's so many signs of life, so many signs of just great things happening when you just go for a walk out in the city. And I want to talk about some of those things that really just uplift my attitude and just fill me with positive energy going into the spring season and the summer in Sweden, which is absolutely amazing. There's just so many signs that spring is coming. The first one is you just start to see all the green budding starting to happen on all these trees that have been dead since like October, November of last year. So now, after a very, very long time, trees are starting to get those initial phases, all these plants, these initial phases of actually getting their leaves back. And I know me loving to do videography and photography, I love when there are lots of leaves and things on the trees. I think it just looks so much better and more vibrant with all of that coming back, and that spreads some positivity and joy for sure. As I mentioned in the intro, there's even some people that are starting to put their boats out onto the water. I mean, Sweden is a place where there's water pretty much everywhere, it seems like, and it's so cool in the summertime. People are going around on boats and visiting their summer houses and doing all those sorts of things. That's something that I absolutely love about Sweden, and it's so nice to see that those boats are going back into the water the same time that the leaves are coming back on the trees. It's a very, very positive feeling. Also, one of the things that I absolutely hate in the wintertime, not only the snow, but because the snow can be quite slippery, you always have gravel all over the streets everywhere to provide traction to people. And just walking around in the city today, I didn't see much gravel at all. So it seems like most of that has now been cleared away, which I'm very, very grateful for. Now, it is possible that we could still get some snow. I saw some snow in the forecast coming up, so we might not be done with the gravel completely. And I know in the past, you know, in Stockholm, we've had snow in May at the latest that I've heard of or seen. Not like intense or anything like that, not like the February type of snow, but it can actually happen. I remember when I was dating a Swedish girl and I was in America in May, and she was actually sending a picture of her dad at the barbecue in shorts, and it was snow outside, and I was just like, wow, you actually still have snow in May. It was sort of mind-bending. So it's always interesting to me, like in the middle of March, middle of April, people are like, oh yeah, spring's here. I'm like, well, you never know, because you still could actually get snow in May. You just never know. But with that being said, it's going to be less and less cold, and I feel like right now, just feeling so much better. I can go outside without a heavy winter jacket in the sun with a light jacket right now. It's also kind of crazy because it could be like 10 degrees Celsius right now in the spring, and that feels extremely warm to me. But then again, if we had that same 10 degrees Celsius in the fall, it would feel extremely cold. So just coming from the cold season, just that little bit of extra warmth feels so much better, and the whole mindset of it just getting better every single day. The days are getting longer. So we just had daylight savings time, March 28th. And that was huge because we went from basically the sun setting at 6 o'clock to now a little past 7 o'clock. And in this time, right in the middle of January and June, at January and June, that's when the length of the days changes the least. But when you're right in the middle, like March, April, May, that's when you start to make the biggest gains in the days getting longer, like 5 to 10 minutes every single day, it seems like. So from week to week, there's a huge difference in the amount of daylight that you get. And for me, somebody that does not really like the darkness, I'm getting a ton more daylight every single day. You can see the sun is outside shining right now. It's just absolutely wonderful. And the last thing I wanted to mention in this video is that the outdoor serving at restaurants and bars, just walking around the city, a lot of restaurants were putting up their outdoor seating, which is awesome. I know there's streets in Stockholm that they close them off to the cars in the summertime. That's always such a positive feeling. These cute little streets where you can go, you can have a drink, you can walk. It becomes a pedestrian street and becomes a very, very sort of fun thing. And it's always sort of depressing in the fall when they turn that into a car street again, because I'm like, wow, that's just a sign that summer is over. But this time of year, I absolutely love it. I love it so much. And being able to have people sitting outside, soaking up the sun, that's such a Swedish thing. The minute the sun comes out, all the Swedish people, they do this thing where they're just like sitting outside and they just close their eyes and just absorbing all the sun rays that they are getting, because you really have to appreciate it when you get it here in Sweden. And after being here for almost 4 years, I definitely understand where they are coming from. Now going forward, you guys know how much I really do not like winter. So I'm actually sort of devising a plan that this most recent winter that we went through can be my last Swedish winter. I'm very much planning on getting away next winter, still having Sweden as my home base, but just getting away for a few months, because I think if I can get away in like January, February, March, for example, it's just gonna be such a boost to come back at like the beginning of April, this time of year when everything's starting to feel better. Because right up until Christmas time, I actually really don't mind it, because you have the holiday spirit, all of these types of things. It's getting a little bit colder every day, but after Christmas and New Year's, that's when the Swedish winter hits me the hardest, because mentally I'm going, wow, it's like 3 to 4 more months of just bitter, cold, and dark. And we're finally now getting to that point in time where I see the light at the end of the tunnel, and the Swedish summer is just around the corner. So let's all hope that this next summer is a great summer. I'm really hoping, like with the pandemic and stuff, that we're able to sort of move past that. You never really know with all the different strains and all the things that are out there, but I'm feeling very, very positive. And I think just seeing the changes in the season this time of year, it always gives me a very, very positive feeling. So I just wanted to give you guys some good vibes for those of you that are here in Sweden in this video. And with that being said, guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I've been trying to hit 100,000 followers for so long. We're getting closer and closer every single day. So if you're one of those people that like to watch my videos and you haven't subscribed, hitting that subscribe button would go a long way to helping me reach that goal that has been there for a long time. So I would feel truly blessed if you did subscribe to my channel. But with that being said, guys, thanks so much for watching this one, and I'll see you in another video.